So close, almost there. Hey, folks, thanks for tuning in to the BAMF podcast. I'm your host, Mike Lafferty, and today we are playing Beach Patrol from Gallant Knight Games with Alan Bahr, system author, who's here to run it for us. And you are not the GM, right?
No, I am the Beach Master or BM. So we'll lean into that one. Don't worry.
All right. That is amusing. I have a sensible chuckle in response to that. So, all right, Walt said we needed intro music, so hang on just 1 second. Okay, that's probably enough of that. So,
I'm gonna have to learn you on the finer points of intro and outro.
I'm trying to just make it as awkward as possible. If there's a better way to just let me know. Awkward's kind of my brand. So anyway, let's turn the hosting duties over to Mr. Allen, since he's our BM.
Sure. So I'll get my BM on. All right. Real quick, Beach Patrol is a RPG of satire and parody. It's supposed to be funny, not serious. Even though there's nothing funny about swimming and safety. All right, be safe. Do not do anything we do on this show because it'll be super bad.
So slow motion actions are definitely no in the water.
Don't really try to slow-mo rescue somebody. It'll just end poorly. It's powered by Tiny D6, which is our house minimalist role-playing game system. The basic mechanic is, for a standard test, you roll 2 6-sided dice. If either dice results in a 5 or a 6, you are successful. That's it. As long as one dice is a 5 or 6, you're good. Extra ones don't matter. It's just a binary yes and no. If you have advantage, you roll 3. If you have disadvantage, you roll 1. What's up, Jason?
Hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Great. Thanks for asking.
But between Alan and Jason, I think the rest of us are not pretty enough to be on this podcast.
Well, this is a soap opera daytime show about people on a beach, so we'll just have to use our imagination.
Right on.
So, we are. You're all going to be lifeguards. You work for the obviously named Beach Patrol, whose job is to keep the beaches safe. So, I want to establish a few things before we get in. 1, I have never seen an episode of that one TV show about lifeguards on beaches. All right, everything I know is from the internet. Okay. 2, I've also never been to a beach. Grew up in North Dakota. There's no beaches.
Oh my God. So
everything I know is from movies and TV. I think I went to a beach once when I was like a kid, but I don't remember anything. So this is gonna be great because I don't know anything. This is why this game is so good.
You could have written for that show with that kind of experience.
Right? I'm an eminently qualified person who understands everything lifeguarding, I think. Right? Cool. So, no, I'm just kidding. I did a bunch of research on actual lifeguards when I wrote this. You all are a tower at a beach, and a tower is a specific way station.
Hey, just 1 second. Dale just joined us. Dale, who are you playing again?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Beach Girl number 1.
Yeah, Beach Girl number 1. I can't remember what her name was. Oh, Tanya Calypso Bird.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just make a note of that.
I'm going to reject this.
There we go.
Go ahead, Alan.
All right.
Cool. Sorry, Alan.
Oh, no, good. No worries. So you are all members of a tower. A tower is a specific waypoint on the beach that's responsible for a sanctioned area, right? So everything in this domain is your responsibility, and then there's another tower farther down. It's just like a line, right? Pretty basic. The tower serves as a watch point. It's higher than the crowds. You can use your binoculars. You can look around. It also has your basic lifeguarding tools, right? I totally just blanked on the name. I just read the book. The throwy thingy.
Binoculars?
The throwy thingy, whatever it is. That thing. Life preservers and flotation devices, things like that. The defibrillators, things like that, all kinds of stuff, first aid kits. The most common threat on the beach is actually theft and then sunburn. So primarily what you deal with is people stealing stuff and sunburns. So, but being a lifeguard is pretty great. You're in the sun all day. You get to run around swimming. The training is actually pretty intense. So it's a normal sunny day. What is the name of our beach, though? we have to name our beach. What beach do you all work in?
North Dakota Beach.
There aren't any, so we'll have to pick something different.
Arapahoe Beach.
No, I mean
San Juan.
San Juan? Okay, cool. I've never been there, so I got nothing. All right, this is going to be great. We're just rolling with the not knowing anything. I'm excited. So this is like all beaches in the game Beach Patrol. It is a stereotypically super sandy beach, right? Big, wide sands, crystal blue water. It looks exactly like you would expect to see on a primetime soap opera style TV show. So it's really, it just assume everything is what you would see on TV, right? All the extras look slightly prettier than they should in real life. All the cars are slightly nicer than they are in real life. All the pets are really well behaved, unlike real life, the usual stuff. And so we have a trainee in the group. I believe that's Alicia, our trainee, or Alicia's over here.
Yes, that's me.
All right. Let's introduce characters real fast. So we'll start with Alicia, and we'll go down to Calypso, and then Tanner, Paul, and then back up to May.
All right, I'm Alicia. I'm the young blonde trainee. Should I show the book artwork, you think?
Yeah, you go for it.
Okay.
That was very in-depth, by the way.
I'm all about the brevity, man. It's the soul of wit. Let's see. This is me here on the right. Can everybody see that?
Mm-hmm. You're the one who looks helpless and is being grabbed by that babe?
Exactly, that's me.
Oh, glad we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
That would
Let's
be Calypso.
Oh,
Calypso.
Hi, I'm Tanya. I run this crazy outfit. I'm a tough hand and straightforward and businesslike. And although the public sees a happy, cheerful face, my team knows that I'm pretty serious about my job and that they can rely on me to make the right decisions.
All right. And then next we've got Tanner.
I'm playing Tanner, the teenage heartthrob.
Slap man.
Yeah, I'm in middle school and taking night classes.
Awesome. And oh yeah, you're a medic too. All right, awesome. And then we've got Paul, the Max.
I'm playing the Max. All about the beach and finding justice.
Okay, and then we have May Eaton.
So I'm May, and I'm a teenager, but don't judge me. And I totally found this key on the beach, and I Scooby-Dooed the hell out of this until I brought the bad guys to justice. Now I'm just going to tell you, you better be on your game, okay?
All right. So these are our lifeguards. It's going to be really great. You guys work on Tower 4. All right.
Tower 4.
So
Woo, Tower 4.
Tower 4.
Tower 3.
Yeah. Like
Tower 4 is
crush a beer can against your forehead after you yell Tower 4 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Which side?
Tower 1 is sort of the central hub. It's the most important tower. It's where you go to kind of clock in and get your duty updates. It's run by a lifeguard named Becky. If you ever watch any of my Beach Patrol actual plays we've done, Tower 1 is always like the NPC tower, and invariably everybody always hates Becky because she's really good at her job.
Know-it-alls and bureaucrats, really. That's all they are.
Oh no, she's a lifeguard and she's awesome. She's won awards. She's been like lifeguard of the year repeatedly. She runs the best tower on the beach, and everybody knows it. And she makes sure everybody knows it.
Does Becky have an uncanny resemblance to Taylor Swift by any chance?
For this game, sure. As long
Okay.
as we don't get sued, I guess.
Everyone living out their private dreams, huh?
Tower 4 for life, yes. All right.
Becky can't handle what Tower 4 is putting down.
So she, you go to Tower 1, you get kind of your duty assignments for the day. Now, there's two basic things you do. One, there's three. One, you stand at the tower with your binoculars and you just watch the beach, right? And if something goes up, Calypso, Alicia, would direct. Wait, sorry, Calypso's the boss. Calypso would say, "Yo, go deal with that," or whatever, right? Or go do it herself. Generally speaking, one of you is walking around the beach near the water, just in case. And oftentimes one of you will be on like a jet ski patrolling out a little farther just in case something happens. And there's usually like a floater or a trainee who, in this case, I believe Alicia is our trainee.
It's true.
It's me. I have a lot to learn, but I'm eager.
Cool. So, in preparation for this section, I have rolled on the excellent Beach Patrol Adventure Generator.
Oh my
For
god.
heaven's sakes.
Which creates a sentence of the lifeguards must verb the subject in the place while dealing with a hindrance and opposing the antagonist. So I rolled those 5 things for this adventure. For those of you interested, because somebody's going to ask, there is also a Beach Patrol Nights generator in the book.
What?
Oh yeah, I went into it.
Is that where The Rock and Zac Efron come into the picture?
It gets a little weird. Like some of the antagonists are things like vampires, maybe
Cartel dealers.
Yeah, it gets a little odd.
In Beach Patrol Night, you verb the antagonist in the noun. So.
There's a lot of blazers pulled up to the
Couldn't have put it any
elbows.
better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we even have a probably my favorite piece of art in the book is the beach. Oh, hang on, close. Beach Patrol Nights page.
Oh, there you go.
Mhm.
Right
See,
on. Who's the artist on that?
Nicholas Giacondino, who does all our Tiny D6 art.
quite nice.
He does fantastic work. All right, so it is a bright, sunny Saturday morning, and the beach, as usual on a Saturday in San Juan, is packed. There are people everywhere, kids, families. For extra fun, it's spring break weekend.
Oh God.
So it's loaded with college students and just basically drunk people, right? Like it's full on awful. And that's why you're all normally you'd only have 2 or 3 of you on duty. All 5 of you are here today because it's so packed and they knew this was happening. So throughout the day, it's the normal stuff. I lost my kid. Somebody stole my wallet. The usual kind of mundane crap lifeguards deal with. But around lunch, Calypso, I'm going to need you to roll a perception test. And so the basic test in the game is 2 6-sided dice. As long as either dice shows a 5 or a 6, you're successful. That's all you need.
Oh, I was not successful. If I
Okay.
added them together, I'd get a 5. Does that count for anything?
It does not. I'm sorry. We don't believe in math in this game.
Nothing but seagulls and calm seas, boys.
All right.
That's good because the Max doesn't know math.
And so, Calypso, you're caught off guard when all of a sudden you hear screaming from about 100 feet in front of the tower, about halfway between you and the beach.
What do I see?
Well,
Focus.
100 feet with your binoculars, mostly sand. But
What do I see when I look before me? Between me and the beach. It's so boring here.
There is a woman screaming. She's standing under like the beach umbrella, and there's like the beach loungy chairs with blankets and all that stuff. And there is a man laying in the chair next to her, and there is a knife sticking out of his chest.
Dear Lord.
Smoking.
I'm not a cop, but that might be a crime.
I think it's time to send our Alicia, our trainee, down.
Yeah.
And maybe if Tanner's handy, he could accompany him because there might be danger present.
Danger might be afoot. And James Michael-Spahn, RPG designers, in our comments saying, "Is COVID a thing at this time in San Juan?" And I'll leave that to our PM to answer.
I mean, it's a fantasy TV show about lifeguards, so no, I guess. Just to pretend it never happened.
There you go, James. Thanks for watching. Good to see you. All right, so are we slow motion running down to the crime scene?
Oh, you don't have a slow motion run is actually a mechanic in the game.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
awesome.
All of you, once per session, except for the Glory Hound, who I believe is May, can once per session declare a slow-mo moment, and you dramatically describe what you're doing in slow-mo, and you're automatically successful. It's a guaranteed success.
So I don't want to waste that on just jogging over to.
Probably not.
Okay. All right.
To a dead body. Huh?
All right. So we normal speed jog over there.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I grab the first aid kit?
Sure.
Start running.
Okay. So you run down there, and a crowd is kind of gathered, and you push your way through, and tell them to back up.
I'm a professional.
Yes, that's why we have a trainee lifeguard to investigate this.
She's got the uniform though, and so does he. So they'll be
Not
respected.
the government. Stand back.
All right,
I like to feel that even though I'm a bubbly blonde in a skin tight swimsuit, I've got a certain amount of gravitas that comes with having a high GPA in high school. I think that'll help me establish my credential in this situation. So, but I'll let Max take the lead. Go ahead, the Max.
Okay.
Right. He says.
Oh wait, was it Max or Tanner?
No, this is.
down here?
I thought it was Tanner who went, right? Yeah.
It depends. Whoever was close. I said Tanner. Could have been Max.
Okay, sorry, Tanner. Didn't mean to
Go for it.
confuse you
No,
with
Calypso, you're
Max.
in charge.
Let's hit some pressure dressings on this and kind of soak up some of the blood and just keep tight on the wound.
So,
Pull out the knife.
no, do not pull out the knife.
I pull out the knife.
Don't. I stop him.
No, I said do not. Pull out
I gotcha.
do not.
I grab the. You said that this guy had a woman with him.
Yes.
I grab the towel out from under her, not even caring if it throws her back into the sand. I turn it around like I'm going to do like one of those what do you call it? The gym room
Towel
whip.
snap?
Yeah, the towel snap.
We
And
call
I-
it rat tails.
Without a doubt, we can hear butts clamping together for yards and an epicenter around this as people view him getting ready to do that.
And then I wrap it around the knife like a giant donut. And then I say to Tanner, hey, give me some tape.
Here you go.
So we duct tape that into position so it doesn't move. Is this guy alive?
One of you is a medic, so why don't we have the medic roll 3 6-sided dice? So because you're a medic, you get to roll with advantage, which means you get 3 dice instead of 2.
Awesome.
And you're still looking for a 5 or 6.
Fail. Complete fail.
Oh,
Awesome.
no. Tanner, you didn't lay the pipe.
He was probably never alive to begin with.
You can sleep easy tonight.
No, you're pretty sure he's dead.
Dun, dun, dun,
My towel donut was a complete fail.
So
This guy's his body is cold, guys.
and so Tanner's standing there with like the fingers under the neck and like holding the guy's hand, like, oh, there's no pulse. Guy, all of a sudden the guy like sits up and like gasps for breath.
What? Wait. The dead guy?
Yeah, well, Tanner failed his medical roll. He had no idea he was actually still alive.
The apparently alive guy.
Okay, I'm going to whip out my cell phone from wherever I have it hidden and call 911 to get an ambulance down here.
Yeah, man.
I like how we've gone into the scenario and now we're calling 911. That makes me nervous.
I'm just a trainee. I don't know what their excuse is.
All right, so he's gasping and he's like looking around, and he's like, and he keeps asking about the cooler.
The cooler. What are you talking about?
And he just, the cooler. Where's my cooler? Kind of looking around.
I'm watching the scene through the spy glasses. Do I see a cooler? I probably don't even hear anything about a cooler, but I'm still watching the scene. If I have to go down there and break up the crowd, I will.
Well, you all have walkie-talkies, so you can communicate back and forth as you need.
Is there a cooler anywhere in the area?
I hate to tell you this, Tanya, but I see about 100 coolers on this beach.
I think we're in trouble, boys.
Ask the woman what cooler is he talking about.
He brought a cooler from the house when we left. And she like described
Time for a beer.
It's a basic, one of the smaller like kind of lunch coolers with the button and the pull down lid. Exactly what you would expect. I assumed it had like drinks and food.
Lay down, buddy. No time for a beer. Hold on. Stay still.
Right. No, we need the cooler.
Start backing into the crowd and trying to look to see if anybody is trying to do the same thing, like meander away, and they got that cooler in their hands.
Okay, give me a perception roll. If you're perceptive, it's with advantage. If not, it's just 2 dice.
Perceptive, where would that be? It would just be in my traits?
Yep, you would have a trait that said perceptive.
I do. So it's 3 dice?
Yep, you get 3 dice. You just need a 5 or 6.
I got a 5 and a 6.
Okay, great. One's all you need. Extras don't help. So, great. So you're looking and you see a man, and it's a little. He catches your eye first because of how he's dressed, right? He looks like he stepped out of an '80s drug movie. He's got like the jacket with the rolled up sleeves, like up to his elbows, and his shirt's open, and he's got like a few too many gold necklaces. He looks like he stepped out of Miami.
It's like a Miami Mice look,
right?
Oh my God.
And his hair is slicked back and dark, but the weirdest thing is he's paired this all with a pair of beach shorts,
like you do,
right? Well, it seems like it was a really half-hearted attempt to blend in that didn't go anywhere. But he's also holding a cooler, and he's backing away.
Is he still wearing socks?
Is he wearing socks? Tanner asked.
Yeah, sandals with socks, obviously.
Yes, obviously. I tap the max on the leg because Tanner is busy caring to this guy's needs, making sure he stays down and blah blah blah, doing the doctor thing. I tap Max on the thigh and just kind of like, hey, look at that.
Yeah, the Max has been frantically grabbing up coolers from unsuspecting beachgoers nearby, being like, "Beach emergency!" And when you tap and point, he drops those coolers and says, "Oh no, you didn't!" And he's going to chase after this guy using his improved chase fleet of foot, so he has advantage when he chases.
Okay. Give me a roll with 3 dice to see if you catch. He sees you coming and he turns and just like barrels through the crowd.
Uh-oh. So I get 3, right? I didn't get it. Nope. Right. None of them.
So the Max takes off and sand sprays and Max is running. And unfortunately, he catches the edge of like one of the beach chairs. And you see Max just do a face plant into the sand.
Oh, no.
And it's actually a really impressive face plant. Like he goes almost completely like vertical with his face down and his feet up.
So
somebody gets that on camera.
When I see this dude hit the dirt, can I invoke a dramatic slow-mo moment?
Sure. Yeah, you want to use one of your 2? Because you get 2, right?
Yeah, I get 2. Right. So I'm going to, I see him in the midst of like, no, going down. And because of the way that May had... the way that May had kind of come to this like beach patrol family, she normally carries a metal detector with her to scour the beach for more clues for possible things. I hoist it up and then slow-mo catch it back like this, like a spear, and then I huck it, trying to like throwing a stick and a set of bicycle spokes at that dude who's running away.
All right. Well, you did your slow-mo moment, so you don't need to roll. So he's running, and it catches him right in the knees. And he just goes down. And the cooler goes up. And then the cooler goes down, because gravity is still a thing here. And it hits the ground, and it cracks open, and you see diamonds spray across the sand.
Oh!
Nice.
Also, beer and food.
I've never tasted a diamond. I wonder what that's like as a snack.
That ice isn't going to keep those snacks cold.
I yell out a little help here as I'm trying to tackle the dude as he's probably trying to get up.
Oh yeah, he's scrambling and he's like shoveling diamonds and sand and snacks back into the cooler.
I run over because I'm the trainee and I want to prove myself.
Okay.
Tanya's going to leap from her chair with the idea of heading over and helping out as well.
Okay. So Max is face down in the dirt, like spitting out some dirt.
Yeah, as soon as he can get up, he will. But obviously, after that epic failure, I think he's got a moment of eating sand in store for him.
Yummy. Crunch, 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 crunch.
So, So Alicia, you want to prove yourself? How are you? Are you just running over there, or are you gonna like kick the dude in the face as he's trying to get away? Like, what is your plan here?
I was going to assess the situation when I got there, but yeah, sure. If there's a face that presents itself and I can kick it, I will kick that face.
All right. So out of nowhere, Alicia comes like bolting over, like kind of like a picnic table thing, and just boot the face. Give me a roll. 2d6.
I'm wearing my extra tough flip flops today.
Steel-toed flip flops.
So I got a 3 and a 1.
All right.
That's not successful.
Taking a cue from Max.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't quite as gloriously plummet to the ground, but there is definitely a skip hop, and she kind of whiffs the guy's face, and he looks shocked. And he kind of sits back just in time for the rest of you to converge on him.
The
ignominy. He like looks at you all, and you can't arrest me. You're not caught.
No, but we can do this. And Tanya hauls off and punches him one square in the snout.
All right.
You made my beach gang eat sand, and you'll pay for that.
In his defense, I mean, you can punch him. It's cool, but it's kind of Max's fault. Like, nobody made Max trip on a chair.
But I'm a good boss, and I'll deal with Max later, not on a crowded, packed beach where people can jeer and make fun of him, because he's a sensitive young slab of meat. And I really want to punch this guy in the face.
Max coming over, spitting out sand, says, "Yeah, paying sand dollars."
What do you get?
All right. So
I'm a brawler. What do I roll for a punch?
2 dice.
Just 2?
Same roll, 2? That gives you advantage.
And I was successful. Bonk.
All right. So Tanya, hauls back and just boom. And he like jerks back to the sand. And all the beachgoers are starting to crowd in, and they're trying to get a hand of these diamonds, and they're trying to, get in there once people have realized what's going on.
Everybody back off, or you'll get one too.
They just watched you deck this guy. They kind of all take a couple steps back.
You're right.
Well, they should.
But they're eyeing it. The minute somebody's not looking, they're going to make a move.
Can Max talk to the crowd
Sure.
using his charismatic nature, so he has an advantage at this?
Yeah. So 3 dice.
He says, "Folks, look, these diamonds belong to that guy who got stabbed, and he's gonna need them for some medical bills. Everybody, let's just do our part by crowdfunding this away from this guy's diamonds." Oh, and he gets 2 6s. I don't know if that's a super success or what, but
it's just a success.
Okay.
But yeah, so the crowd like kind of mutters, and they take a couple more steps back.
Does like the sunlight gleam off of Max's teeth as he smiles to the crowd?
And his hair is like Fabio blowing, even though there's wind on the beach today somehow. Oh yeah.
Yep, that's the way it's done.
And so all this is going on. The guy's sitting up and like he's holding his nose, which is bleeding. What was that all about?
You just sit still until the police arrive, thief.
Oh man, you keep the diamonds and the sandwiches and the beer, and you just let me go.
Nope, don't think so.
I don't think you could legally detain me.
For being a thief? I think we can.
So you're saying we could illegally detain you, is what I'm hearing.
Sure.
Look, no one comes down and causes a ruckus on my stretch of beach, mister. What are you doing stealing a cooler full of diamonds after obviously putting a knife in a guy's chest?
Oh, hey, whoa. My job was to take the cooler. Somebody else did
your job. Your job. And someone else put the knife in this guy, which means you're working with a group of people.
I didn't even know what was in it. I got paid $200 to just. They said the guy is gonna be busy. He'll be distracted. Take the cooler.
That's something.
All right, my beach beauties. It's time to scan the horizon and watch for other nefarious people.
The Max
is in this.
Do you actually use the word nefarious?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh.
Scanning.
She doesn't get out of the office that often, I guess. Huh?
I have perceptive and insightful. Can I gauge the crowd to look to see if anybody's a little nervous?
Sure.
I got a 6.
Okay. Yeah, there are a few folks kind of eyeing you that you think they seem to be a little too invested in what's going on. Maybe they're not quite.
Yeah. So I point out
so
to
pretty.
yeah, exactly. I
Oh,
point out
so
to Tanya. Say, hey,
Yeah.
that one, maybe that one. They
Jeez.
are way too invested in what's going on here.
Let's form a circle around this guy in this chest and continue to scoop sand and diamonds back in between us. I don't think we can take these guys if we go after them, but I think we could defend our little plot here.
And how long has it been? Has the paramedics or the cops shown up yet?
You can hear sirens coming. Yeah.
You know, I can help you out here, Tanya. I read a book about martial arts last weekend
Ah,
during
okay.
break, so there got some good cliff notes too. So
Oh, this ought to go good.
We'll rely on you to lead the way, Alicia.
I take that very seriously and assume a fighting stance.
And so a bunch of cops and paramedics show up, and they rush the guy with a knife in his chest into an ambulance. Obviously,
Scene is secure, sir. No, sorry, go ahead.
Good luck, buddy.
The sergeant, the police sergeant, commanding officer, CO walks up and, what's going on here?
Listen,
Knife
bro.
in chest, thief stole cooler, popped him and stopped him. Waiting for you, sir.
And the guy on the ground is like, they punched me in the face. They wouldn't let me leave. They restrained me for no reason.
That's a citizen's arrest, buddy.
And the police officer is looking at you all, and he's, okay, you can't just punch people and detain them. That's not how citizens arrest works.
We're beach patrol.
Did you miss the part where he took the cooler of a guy with a knife in his chest? Officer.
The Mac says, yeah, cooler theft is a real problem.
Especially down here on the beach. They don't call us beach patrol.
Did you see him? Did you see him stab the guy?
He was in possession of the man's chest.
Can you?
Didn't seem right.
The man confirm that's his chest. Have you? Other than him having a cooler, and he looks around the beach at the hundreds of coolers he can see.
It was the suspicious activity that got him away. Gave
Only
him away.
the picnic baskets.
You're not police.
Terrible.
You don't get to determine suspicious activity and detain people.
The
I
Mac
can't
says,
believe I have to come down here again and reiterate that again.
the
You know,
Mac
I don't
says,
think
the
suspicious
cops say that every time.
Yeah.
Well, we can't let every thief go, and I don't think we're going to.
You know, I saw on a cop show once that you should probably detain everybody on the beach and probably question them. I mean, you know, that's probably how they do it in the cop shows and in real life too.
Boom, says the Max.
She's not wrong.
Does the Max talk in third person?
Yes.
Okay. So he literally says, boom, says the Max.
Says the Max.
All right.
Well, I said nefarious, and that went over okay.
Yeah, hey, lean into it. All right, look. We'll look into it. We'll take this guy for questioning. Give me the cooler. And he, a couple more police officers come up and they handcuff the guy and take the cooler.
There's probably still more diamonds in the sand. You should scoop those up too, fellas, because we wouldn't want to get in the way of the law enforcement.
And they get some police tape and cordon off a section of the beach, and he puts a uniformed officer there.
The Max, who's still holding on to the cooler, says to Calypso, "Are you sure we should hand this over to the cops? This is important evidence. This might be an inside job."
Ooh, and she eyes everyone around her suspiciously. I don't know if I'm able to investigate at this high a level. We should hand it over to the police. After all, we still have a bunch of beach to patrol today.
The but missing property on the beach is beach patrol territory.
There's no. You don't have things like jurisdiction. You don't. No.
Max, you know how I feel about this, but
You're not
he
beach
is
police.
the law. And I think he's going to come down on us hard like the law is known to do.
Look, man, life is just about getting yeet into the waves, all right?
Tanner, my man.
Look at us using appropriate youthful slang. All right.
It's the tagline.
Nothing but the best for
So
the
Max
best.
begrudgingly hands over the cooler and says, all right, but something tells me this goes all the way to the top.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Did
And in
anyone
his
notice
mind,
if
that means Becky.
that means Becky? Oh, I'm with you, Max. I could see that happening easily. Mindless bureaucrat that she is. It'd be just like her, too, to use a team of thieves and not get her own hands dirty.
And the sergeant leaves. He just takes
So did the lady get on the ambulance with her knife in the chest companion?
No, they did not let her.
Oh, well, we should go and make sure she's okay and find out why she thinks her friend brought a cooler full of diamonds to the beach. What's going on?
So we're gonna go down to the
Thank you,
hospital.
James Spahn.
So she's staying there, and she's a little panicked looking.
You guys are questioning the female companion?
Yeah, Tanya will definitely go over and there and pat her on the shoulder and pull a hanky out of her
Wherever.
bikini pocket. Dab at the tears, tell her everything's going to be all right. He's in the best of hands. What can you tell me about the plot to bring diamonds to the beach? Or was that too soon?
I don't know anything about what was in the cooler. I mean, he packed it. He grabbed it out of the house.
Is this about drugs? This is
It's
probably
your-
about. It's always about drugs. Ugh.
Drug diamonds. I've heard of those.
It's a new kind of rock, right?
We don't do drugs.
Crack kills, okay? Crack kills.
Well, you guys can stay here if you want. I got to go back and patrol the beach because we are beach patrol. So let me know if my expertise is needed.
So there's you can hear the sound of four-wheelers, and two four-wheelers pull up, and they have the Tower One logo emblazoned on.
Oh no!
Oh, here we go.
You see Becky and her her second in command, Jean-Philippe.
Jean-Philippe.
Of course, he's French.
What does he know? Look at him, fat, bald guy, following her everywhere she goes.
And Jean-Philippe looks like Fabio. Big, long head of hair, great shape, the exact opposite of a fat, bald guy.
Just another sycophant, I'm telling you.
You notice how Mike had that picture of Taylor Swift like on speed dial, but has nothing for Fabio.
I'm not sure I could produce a speed dial Fabio. I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
And then you would have to deal with, is it Fabio before the goose in the face or after the goose in the face? I mean, things do change when you get 60 miles an hour of goose in the face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know the story, so I'll have to look.
Oh,
it up.
don't you?
Oh, yeah.
I'll
I
look it
can
up
bore
later.
you with
True
detail,
thing.
but we'll save it for afterwards.
So, hey, what's going on? I saw police here, and there's been some screaming and stuff.
It's okay, Becky. We've got everything under control. Take her by the shoulders, turn her around, start walking her back to her four-wheel drive. I hear there's really important things happening up at Tower 1. There he is.
Bye, Becky.
Under his breath, the Max says, the Max hates the way that Jean-Philippe refers to himself in the third person.
And Becky no, hang on. I'm the head lifeguard for Beach Patrol. Give me the details about what's going on.
Okay, Becky. Pull rank if you want. Man took knife in chest. Cooler of diamonds stolen from blanket side. We jumped the thief, turned them over to police. The diamonds were recovered, and we were just getting the crowds back into their enjoyment of the beautiful sun and waves. And now you've gotten and torn it open again.
All right.
People are hurting, Becky, all around us. Look, people are hurting from this traumatic event.
All right. Look, just fill out an incident report before you leave for the day.
Got one already started up on the chair in my clipboard.
Great. And her and John Philippe kind of just eye you all, and then they turn around and get on their four-wheelers and leave. Notably, Tower 1 is the only tower with four-wheelers, and they're also the only one that doesn't need four-wheelers to get to Command Tower because they are the Command Tower.
Mm-hmm.
So you all have to get rides from them to your towers. So, Tower 1.
The Max still thinks it's unfair that he's not allowed to bring his four-wheeler from home.
We could do so much more, Max, if you were so equipped.
So while this is going on, you all kind of go back to your duties.
Up the chair, filling out the report.
The female companion, she's obviously distraught. She starts packing up her stuff.
I'll give her that real nice. I'll give her a hand and say, so you really had no idea that he was packing diamonds or what he might be using them for?
He works in import-export trade. I don't think he trades diamonds.
That's not suspicious at all.
So
she's packing up her stuff into a beach bag, and
you really want to kill him.
In broad daylight on a beach where everyone could potentially see it.
I don't know. Somebody who maybe he's hiding something at the house, maybe he's hiding something at work. I don't know. Look,
maybe we should go visit him at the hospital as soon as he can accept visitors.
Can I?
Please.
No, ma'am, we're beach patrol.
I use my insightful trait and try and discern whether or not she's lying.
Go, give me a roll. Works for me.
Now, does that give me an additional die as well?
It does. Anytime the trait applies, you get advantage.
I got, yes, I succeeded.
Awesome. Flying through her teeth.
And
as she's packing up her beach blanket and towel into the bag, an empty knife scabbard falls out.
Bum, bum,
The
I pick it up.
You dropped your scabbard.
Yeah, I pick it up and I'm like, wow, your empty knife scabbard fell out of your bag, ma'am. Loud enough for my assistant, everybody to hear.
That's not mine. The killer must have stuck it in there to deflect blame.
To deflect blame.
And she runs.
I'm sensing more punching.
I'm ready.
And she is taken off down the beach.
Wait,
towards the water.
The Mac
towards the water.
Yeah.
Slow motion run to catch her.
So from the slow motion run to catch her.
Right.
Go for it, buddy.
So she's getting there, and it quickly becomes apparent she's actually making a beeline for the beach patrol jet ski that's been sitting there while you were responding to this.
We have a jet ski.
Yeah, every tower has a jet ski.
Oh man!
And somebody had been on it, and then they came to shore to deal with this, and so it's just sitting there, and she's running towards it, and she's getting close and out of this. So TV show cameras following her as she runs, and slow mo out of the side, right? Alicia just football tackles her.
Dun, dun,
dun,
dun,
dun, and she goes crumpling off screen.
Dun, 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 dun. And, Chariots of Fire playing in the background.
Right.
Dun, dun, dun,
and Alicia hops to her feet, standing over the tackled woman, who looks a little dazed and shocked.
From tower number 4, you hear Tanya yell,
"You grab her! She dropped the scabbard in the sand, and that's littering!"
I will attempt to grapple however I can until the rest of Beach Patrol shows up.
Okay.
Yeah, and we call the police back because they can't be too far.
The Max runs over to the jet and takes the keys out of the ignition, saying, The should not have left these in here.
So she's sitting there a little shocked by being tackled. You all kind of converge on her. And
I've already used
Look,
one
lady.
gun, lady. I have one left. So you just sit there till the coppers get here. Sound like some sort of 40s Brooklyn.
hey now, here.
I want to say, why did you do it, lady? And I want to use my charismatic charm to convince her to tell me her story.
Sure.
Give it, Tanner, give it.
All right, 2 successes.
Okay. So she's you get a story of he works in import export, but he's been using his cover to smuggle in diamonds, illegal diamonds. And she found out because they're he's her boyfriend or whatever. And she found out, and so he was going to have her killed, and she found that out. And so
Wow.
he preempted it. She decided a preemptive strike was the solution to the problem. And the diamonds were supposed to be handed off to a crime boss known as the Jackal on the beach.
Whoa.
Jackal.
There's a beach crime boss?
Oh, obviously.
Right under our very nose.
Why do you think Beach Patrol even exists?
Tower 1. They're the
Someone tell the cops that then.
Now, Max has
The
been saying there's
Jackal.
a beach crime boss for years.
And we've seen the evidence almost every day we're down here in the dirt.
The Max
Or the
knows.
sand, I guess.
And
Sand, right?
so you all are down there,
Mhm.
and you kind of hoist her to her feet, and you can see the cops coming, and you start moving that way. And all of a sudden, there's a massive explosion as Tower 4 erupts into shards
Whoa!
of ball of fire.
Tanya, no!
That's our cliffhanger.
My report.
Oh, done.
Dear Lord.
Oh,
That-
no.
That's a lot of fun. That's a really easy system that you can
Yeah.
pretty much roll into anything. That was cool.
Yeah, Tiny D6 is fantastic. That's why we use it for a lot of our games.
Right on.
That was a good time. So we want to do a follow-up session next week.
Next Monday, yes.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Where does advantage and disadvantage work into this? Nice shirt. Wow, it's even the right color and everything.
Oh yeah.
Orange is the new sexy, they say.
So the basic system is a 2d6 roll.
Mm-hmm.
5 or 6, you're successful. Just one dice, right? If you have advantage, usually granted by a trait on your character sheet, it will say
Okay.
you have advantage on something. You get 3 dice. Still looking for a 5 or 6.
So when I popped that
disadvantage-
guy, I could have rolled. That's why I rolled 3. Okay, I got it.
Right. Yep. And disadvantage is usually imposed by me. So, for example, if you were
Okay.
trying to chase them through the sand, I'm like, well, the sand's wet and it's kind of clumpy and it's hard to run. You're gonna have disadvantage, right?
Okay.
Or
And would disadvantage be one less die? So you would only
it's
roll
one.
one?
There's
It's
always
just a
one.
single die. Okay, good.
Disadvantage always overrides.
Okay. Because the whole advantage disadvantage thing plays big into Tanya's traits.
Yeah. Disadvantage always cancels advantage.
Okay. Cool.
And so, and there's some other mechanics in the game, like there's like knockout punches and things like that.
Woo-hoo, right up my alley.
And Jason is right. Tiny Supers is awesome as well. Though he said that in the private chat, but he said it and he can't go back on it.
It's funny because I have the screen maxed out and we're broadcasting to the old school D&D Twitch channel. And when the private chats come up, they're actually going out over the screen, which is funny as hell.
It's working well.
But yeah, so that's kind of how it works. You can get Beach Patrol on our website, shop.gallantnightgames.com, or on DriveThruRPG in physical or PDF. It's pretty cheap. It's only like a 40-page book or 60-page book. I don't even know, 49 pages if you count the character sheet.
And if people want to get the T-shirts?
You can't get them more.
What?
But we might have some news about that down the road. So
Are you getting David Hasselhoff to write a forward?
if I could, I would. Absolutely.
I think I'll do it for a cheeseburger.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. We do have our shirts on our clevercowdesigns.com/gallantnightgames. There are Beach Patrol t-shirts and tank tops still.
Nice.
Whoa.
So that
we're
is
talking.
Clever Cow.
Every dream come true.
Yeah, clevercowdesigns.com/gallantnightgames.
Do you have them in mankinis?
No.
Jason would be the only one to wear one of those.
But yeah, well, thanks for having me. It was a blast.
Oh my god!
Oh, thanks
that
for
was
coming
awesome.
out, man.
Yeah,
It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
You know what's funny is the backwards hat and the glasses. I could totally see you as the annoyed beach cop, like sent to deal with this crew all the time.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, that was
We
a
are
good
the
time.
up and comingest, you know.
Yeah.
So
Tower 4.
same time, same station in 7 days.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll-
sounds good.
I'll try to come out 5 minutes earlier this time.
All right. Well, hey, thanks to everyone for checking us out on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube, and we'll catch you next time on the BAMF Podcast.